Hey everybody, welcome back to Jackson Jetsetting. Today we're checking out a very unique resort, the JW Marriott Desert Springs, as well as the Villas, which is a timeshare that's attached to the property, and you get some access over here to the JW Marriott. That's where we actually stayed. We're going to show you everything there is to do over on the Villas side in this video, as well as a full tour of everything that you can do at the JW Marriott. So we stayed on the Marriott Desert Springs Villa 2 side. So this gets us some access during the week to the JW Marriott, which I will show you in just a bit. It's a 2-bedroom unit that we had this trip. It's got all the amenities that you'd expect from a timeshare unit, including a full kitchen, full-size fridge, all of the items that you would need to do a little bit of cooking while you're here in Palm Desert. Basically, this is found right as you walk into the unit. The unit does feature a full washer dryer. It features 2 bedrooms, one with a king and one with a queen size bed, as well as a few sleeper sofas. So you can fit a lot of people in here, but that second bedroom does not have a double queen setup, so not as many people in real beds. Do like the living room setup here though. You have a nice little dining room and a TV area right here. So that couch does fold out, and then I believe one of these chairs was also a sleeper single. So a lot of room for kids maybe sleeping out here in the living room area, and then plenty of space for dining. Here's the master bedroom. So you have a nice king size bed there, another oversized television. Marriott's always have excellent televisions, I've found, and does have some streaming capability. No casting ability, unfortunately, just hooking up your Netflix account, your YouTube, that sort of thing. So a very nice master bedroom here, and then part of the bathroom is going to be in the master area for even more privacy. And then the master's bathroom has a public exit, so it's kind of used as the guest bathroom as well. Nice oversized shower that you can walk into. Really like the shower products in here as well. Some nice looking marble in there. And then a single sink in this area as well as the toilet. Then over there is the washer and dryer that I mentioned earlier. So Marriott does provide a few different cleaning items as well as washing materials when you first check in. So if you're here for a longer stay, you may need to request more. So now let's check out the second bedroom. Bathroom's going to be located right as you walk in. So you have a shower tub combo. You have a toilet right there as well as a sink. And then walking into the main bedroom, you do have a queen size bed there. And then a little kitchenette, because this room has its own entry. Can be sold as a single studio as well. So you're gonna have a few more amenities here than like a normal hotel room. So a nice little tip for people, if you want a few more items like a microwave and things like that, look for these timeshare rooms. Checkout time for this room was 10 a.m. So it is a little earlier than the normal hotel. So that is one downside for these units. Just takes a lot longer to clean, but a lot of closet space, a lot of space to spread out. Right next to the room were some grills and things like that. So you can head to the grocery store, throw some steaks or salmon, things like that on the grill, and have a nice golf course view. So our room mostly focused its view on the driveway and the parking areas. We didn't really have a great view from our room, but some of the units do overlook the golf course. One benefit of our location here in building 837 is we were across the street from what I think was probably the best of the pools available for just the vacation club owners. So the Water's Edge Bar and Grill is here as well. So they do have a few restaurants here that you don't have to walk all the way over to the JW to visit. You also have a few amenities available for free and for paid throughout the week. So they do have a full activities team. And it's a nice little pool complex here, pretty large, the largest of all of them that I toured. It was under construction. They were doing a hot tub project during our visit, so a lot of the hot tubs were closed. Won't be closed when you see this video. But a lot of space to spread out, grab some food, watch some sports. And this pool also features a small kids pool, which is going to be covered. Has a shallow entry too. So just a very, very nice situation here, right across from our room, which I really liked. Now, our villas in the number 2 section don't have access to the pools of the JW Marriott. If you want those during the week without having to pay, you're going to have to stay on the number 1 side of the villas. Not sure why the difference is there, but maybe the first ones were built first and they got access and then things just got a little crazy. But just know that going in, you do get some of the resort amenities over at the JW, including the tennis courts. During the week, you get an hour free. We'll show you the tennis courts here a little later in the video. But if you're liking this video, if you love content like this, if you love resort tours, please consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps us out. They do have a nice garden area here, butterflies flying all around, hummingbirds. So a lot of nice areas to walk around here. It's a pretty big complex. They have several different areas here, most of them connected, though there is one section with a pickleball court and an extra pool that is located a little bit down the road. And so I would consider not staying at that one only because it's just less convenient to get to the rest of the resort. Now, what I'm showing you here are all the different pools available in Villas 2, as well as some of the public amenities available. They have charging stations, they have different exercise areas. So a lot of fun things to do around here. And then they do have an activity center. So this features the kids zone, has a movie theater, a couple of other fun activities that go on throughout the day here. So let's go take a look at that. So this is going to be your only meeting space in this area of the resort. JW Marriott, of course, having a very large conference center. That's going to be kind of your go-to if you're here for a larger event. You do have a few seating areas here under shade, which is very important a lot of the year here. Palm Desert getting pretty hot a lot of the summer. You do have bikes to rent though, as well as a kids area with a cool little rock climbing wall over there. Fun to enjoy. And from there, it'll lead you over to the main road for all of the villas. This is going to be getting us over to the Villas 1 area of the resort. And this is where you do all of your check-in if you're staying on either side. This also features the marketplace. It has some Starbucks coffee in here. It also features a clubhouse pool. This is your front desk, your sales if you're here for doing any of the timeshare offers, picking up a tour. It's all going to pick up right here. And it does feature a nice outdoor pool table, which it was raining for a lot of the video. So a nice hot tub that was open, as well as a larger pool overlooking some of the golf course and a few more of the villas. So this is also where the Villas Fitness Center is. Unless you're in number 1 during the week, you don't have any access over to the JW Marriott's spa areas, spa pool, or things like that. So this is going to be your only gym. It was pretty sizable. There were multiple rooms, different items available, typical hotel gym stuff, nothing really extraordinary, but your treadmills, machines, free weights, things like that. And they do offer some exercise classes as part of that schedule. The marketplace, again, very nice spot just to grab some to-go items. It's not necessarily priced amazingly, so just keep that in mind. There is a shuttle service throughout the resort, so this is all complimentary. Works for a lot of the day. It starts at about 9 a.m. on a strict schedule, but then there are some calling options available in sort of the off hours in case you're having dinner late at the resort or something like that. And then these are all pools for Villas 1. You're going to be closer to the JW Marriott, so it's going to be a little bit less of a walk. It does have the tennis courts nearby as well. There are a ton of tennis courts here, clay courts, hard courts, and even grass. So pretty amazing stuff here. Very, very nice tennis resort. So if you're into tennis, definitely book a stay here at the JW or one of the villas. But this is going to be closer to the main JW Marriott resort. So again, the JW Marriott going to be a typical hotel. It's going to be a big conference hotel, lots and lots of rooms. 2 championship golf courses as well that weave in and out of the villas that we were staying at. Beautifully manicured grounds, lots of animal life even that we'll show you in just a bit. So a very fantastic spot, very unique resort as well, and you'll see why in just a minute. So entering the JW Marriott from the front, the valet area, you can tell that water is going to be a main feature of this hotel. As one of the stunning things is despite it being in the middle of Palm Desert, it being a desert area for sure, there are tons of water activities here at the JW. It's what made it a big deal when it opened in the 1980s, and it's been a staple of the desert social scene ever since. So you have this very stunning, gigantic atrium as you enter the property, really sets the tone. To the left is going to be main check-in, to the right a Starbucks, and then there's going to be a fun little tiered stairwell to take you down to the resort's main feature, which are these Duffy boats that take you on a little tour or over to dinner even. You do have a sushi bar as well as a little sports bar here in the mezzanine area. So you make your way down to the boats. So we're going to explore everything here at the resort. Lots of different restaurants to try. We tried a few during our visit. We had a great time. But the main feature is definitely these Duffy boats. They're $5 per person. I think if you're staying here at the JW, you can get a free ride as part of your resort fee. Probably the most unique thing is that they actually come indoors through these automatic doors. It's just kind of wild to see, honestly. But yeah, these electric boats, it's pretty fun. It's about a 20-minute ride for the round trip, and it'll make multiple stops, dropping some folks off at dinner at Mikaido, which is the Japanese restaurant similar to like a Benihana concept. But it also provides us an opportunity to show you a little bit of the pool area here at the resort. So this is the main pool. It's going to be located on this island, kind of surrounded completely by water, accessible only by bridge. So the whole pool complex is called the Oasis. There's multiple tiers of pools. There's some cabanas as well that you can rent, a pool bar. So let's do a little walk around and I'll join you at the end. One thing I noticed, not a lot of shade besides under those umbrellas, so definitely make sure you wear some sunscreen if you're hanging out there. Let's return to the rest of the resort tour. You do have a lot of event spaces on this side of the resort, this being closest to that massive convention center that I did not tour as part of this video. Just know that there are several ballrooms available for your events. Rockwood Grill is going to be open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This is going to be where you're going to take your platinum or titanium or ambassador breakfast as well if you're staying at the hotel. So there's outdoor seating as well as indoor seating. Over on the resort side again, there is the JW Entertainment Zone, which is very impressive. It's the biggest resort arcade that I've ever seen. Multiple rooms. They even have a bowling alley. They had lots of pinball. So definitely check out this area on one of those hot days or if there were any inclement weather during your visit. Lots of fun indoors. Now to explore the other side of the resort, we're back at the main lobby, just to the right of the main entrance. There's a nice Starbucks here. And then as you exit the main atrium, there's a nice little outdoor shopping area. Lots of boutiques, so if you're a big shopper, lots available for you there. We come across one of our first restaurants on the tour, Fisherman's Landing Bar and Grill. We did enjoy a nice meal here, pretty good quality seafood. Very fun spot as well, some TVs in the restaurant. And this alleyway does have a few public activities. They actually have the aviary, which I wasn't able to visit on my visit to the resort, but there's actually birds in there. So you do have like some zoo here, which is pretty fun. There's also flamingos, which are out in the front. And just beyond all that is the resort's golf shop. So you can actually check in if you're around here and grab your carts down below. Very convenient if you're a golfer. You don't have to take some shuttle all the way over to the golf shop as it normally is, I would say. And the next to that is Mikaido's, which is going to be the resort's Japanese restaurant, as I mentioned earlier. So they have this fun garden in the middle. It's mostly indoor seating, but really, really fun that they offer this, and it is accessible by boat. So that's going to be located furthest away from the lobby. Down on the ground floor, kind of on the pool level, is the JW Marriott garden. Every JW has a garden, so I like to find it each time I'm staying at a JW. And this is going to be located right next to the spa. I didn't have a chance to visit the spa, unfortunately, but it does feature the fitness center as well as its own pool, so do access that if you're into the spa. Now we'll walk towards the front of the hotel once again, but on the outside because there is an 18-hole grass putt-putt course. Super fun for all the resort guests with a little bit of competitive edge. They don't want to go rent clubs and things like that. Super, super fun. I love that they have this available for everyone to enjoy. There's also like an ice cream root beer float area around here as well. Didn't see that open during our visit though. So that should just about do it for our tour here at the JW Marriott. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.